Hi, I'm Rachel and welcome to How to Connect with Goddess Cerridwen. Goddess Cerridwen is an ancient Welsh goddess from my lands here in North Wales, and she is the archetype of mother and wise woman. And her stories and tales have come through to us through many ancient Welsh texts, including Cerridwen and Taliesin and their tale of Taliesin's creation. Also Culhwch and AWEN, and she's also featured in the fourth branch of the Mabinogion, where she appears as Henwen, the Great White Sow or the Great White One. And she is the goddess of transformation, so of change and those places of transition, of threshold. She is there at birth and death, them both being one and the same. And we think that her name actually derives from the term and the word used for goddess of the door hinges. The door being that opening or that closing to one place to another where we pass through, and this cannot be just death from a human body, but transition from any stage to another. She's also the Welsh goddess of poetry and all bardic poetry and tradition. So she is the goddess of spoken word and poetry that is offered in service. So here are my top 3 tips for connecting with Goddess Cerridwen. So my first tip is actually to connect in with her in her manifestation of Henwen, in the Great White Sow. And pigs are sacred in both Irish and Welsh mythology, symbology and tradition. And piglets and pigs are symbols of fertility, but also if you've ever seen a pig eating, you'll know that they will just devour anything. So whatever food they're given, they will just devour it. And this actually includes very often their own offspring, piglets, and they have been known to eat human flesh. They will just take whatever they're given and devour it and transforming it within themselves. And in the fourth branch of the Mabinogion, when she appears as Henwen the Great White Sow, she's actually devouring the rotten flesh that's falling to the ground of a murdered son of a Welsh lord. So in this manifestation as the White Sow, she really comes to us to remind us that death is necessary, it is essential, and it is certain, and that everything will return to Mother, to Earth, through that portal of death. She actually also offers this and encourages us to come to this place consciously. So not just death of us in our human body, but offering death when it is needed in any form. So if we need to let go of something that no longer serves or nourishes us, then offering that to be devoured by the earth and letting that go, surrendering all that is no longer needed. And you can connect to her in this way by maybe bringing in the White Sow into your space. So possibly not a literal pig, although you can if you want to, but have the image of the White Sow, you know, or statues, or maybe go and visit some pigs and just feel into their essence and their personality and really connect in with them in that way. And my second tip is to connect in with her as the goddess of poetry by actually creating poetry and surrendering yourself to spoken word. And you may feel that you're not a poet, but I invite you to create a piece of poetry, rhyme or song, or just singing and offering that up. In ancient Welsh tradition, the bardic poetry was given to her. It was given in service and offering to the goddess, and she, as Cerridwen, actually gave birth to our greatest bard, Taliesin, and all the Taliesins after that title given to these bardic poets. All of their offerings and their word and their speech was given to the goddess in service. If you want some guidance on songs to sing, then you can find them on my Instagram. But any words that you want to share and say in honour of her, and also if you want some guidance in singing Welsh songs, then just let me know as well. So really offer and surrender up the words and allow the AWEN, which is the inspiration of bardic tradition, that which is given through to be expressed and offered in service and offering, allowing that to come through you without condition or judgment of yourself. And my third tip, let me just check my notes, is she is actually an earth goddess. So she's very much connected with herbs and plants and trees, but taking them and transforming them and really bringing through their qualities that can serve, transform and support us at those points of transition. So she really encourages you to use herbcraft. And there are several herbs and plants that are connected with her. So herbs you might want to connect in with thyme or vervain. And also she is particularly connected with the acorn. So the acorn is really that symbol of the birth of great wisdom, and also is actually the food source that is given to pigs in the autumn to fatten them up before death as well. So you're connecting there on many levels. And also you can connect in with the yew tree, so the tree of transformation and death itself. So connecting in with any of those, and you can meditate with them. Meditate with them in your hands or near the tree, or you can create their essence, or you can dry them, have them hanging around in your space or on your altars, sacred space, or you can also use them, you know, in more kind of forms that you're going to consume them. So teas or baths, or adding them to soaps or balms. I would advise, if you are going to use them internally, then to seek the advice of a medical herbalist first, please, because there are many, such as you, that are actually poisonous. But you can connect on many, many levels, including the energetic level that doesn't need you to consume them. And I also invite you to come here to North Wales and really connect into her sacred lands and following her pathways, following her stories from Llyn Tegid, going all the way down the Conway Valley, all the way to Rowan, where she gave birth to Taliesin. And you can join me on pilgrimages and retreats and walks here in North Wales to come and visit her and connect in her with her wisdom and energy, and also all of the Welsh goddesses, to come and learn about their Welsh mysteries here in North Wales, in their lands, where their stories and their tales and their energy manifests and continues. And I also offer many online courses, workshops, events and immersions as well. So find them, you know, on my website. You can connect with me in Instagram, Facebook. All the links are here for you. Please do subscribe. There are more videos here about the Welsh goddesses, and many more coming as well about goddesses from all over the world. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope these 3 tips really support you, and I hope that you continue in deepening your relationship with the wonderful Mother Goddess Cerridwen. So many, many blessings. Diolch. Dwi'n dy garedi. Blessed be.